Hey YouTube family, Mr. Black Mama 305 here with you, and today we're going to do another review, and this is one of a pistol that a lot of people have seen. A lot of people already know this, and this is of the GSG 1911-22. Now guys, before we get on with the review, I just want to say thank you for joining the channel. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead, like, subscribe, share the video. And if you really want to show me some love, go ahead and hit that super like. I'd really appreciate it. I'm not sponsored by GSG or any other gun company, any firearm you see in any of my videos. I purchased them with my own money, and these are my thoughts and my thoughts only. So with all that said, guys, let's get into the review. Now, obviously, if you come to this channel, you're probably looking to get into the 1911 old shindig, or you just want to have a dedicated 22 if you have a 1911, or you just want to get a 22 that you can go to the range and let off hundreds of rounds without breaking the bank. And if that is the case, welcome to my channel, and thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about the GSG 1911-22, and obviously this is chambered in 22 caliber. Before we start, safety check. No ammunition is in the mag, and from there we're gonna go ahead and start talking about it. Guys, if you have a 1911 or plan to purchase a 1911, purchasing a dedicated 22 to shoot 22 out of a 1911 would be perfect, because then you don't have to shoot the 45 ACP, which costs a shit ton right now, and you can still get some practice in with this, with a firearm that's very similar in terms of ergonomics with the 1911 that you're going to shoot. And the GSG 1911 is the perfect 1911 22 trainer. I've had this for quite some time now, and a GSG 1911, GSG stands for German Sports Gun, obviously 1911, and it's imported by ATI. I think ATI has their logo, American Tactical Institute or something like that. Obviously, so the gun is made in Germany, as you guys can see right there, and it's imported by American Tactical. American Tactical import a lot of guns out from GSG, and you know, a lot of the SIG Mosquitoes, a lot of the SIGs, and you know, H&K 22s. They're probably made by GSG and then imported by through ATI, and then, you know, give a different design, but they're pretty much made by the same company. This one I purchased about 3-4 years ago. When I purchased, I think I spent about $400 for it. So they've been out for a while. So you're probably going to be able to get this one for about $339 to $369 in price. So that's pretty much what you're looking for if you're going to try to look to purchase one of these. And again, like I said it was made in Germany and imported by ATI. Obviously, this is a 9mm, and this is blowback operated. So most 22, if not all, are pretty much blowbacks, you know, meaning the round is fired, the energy pretty much blows back the slide and chambers another round out of the magazine and fire again, and pretty much go on and on and on and on. And that is pretty much the system that you know, 22's working with right now. So pretty much this GSG 1911-22 is pretty much an exact clone of a regular 1911 without the 45 barrel and shooting the 45 ACP. The weight is very heavy, guys. It's not really something that you give like a little child to carry around, because it is heavy. If you do take somebody to the range and they're, you know, somewhat mechanically incapable of maybe lifting something heavy, this is not necessarily one to give to them. They might be able to shoot a couple rounds, but they're not going to be shooting this all day, because it pretty much weighs the same exact weight as a 1911, maybe a couple ounce short of that, because it's a 22 barrel, but it is pretty much like a 1911, except again, not in 45. So we're going to start with a butt of the rifle and move our way up to, you know, the tip, and then finish up with my thoughts. So this one comes with and the magazine drops very positively, as you guys can see. This one comes with one 10-round magazine, and this is pretty much it's you know, it's made from a metal alloy. Comes as a 10-rounder, and it also comes with a lever, as you guys can see right there on either side of the magazine. You can see through the magazine, and the lever just helps you to load the rounds. And this is pretty useful, you know, when you're loading your rounds. You know, that should be a given. And again, like I said, it's a metal alloy. The follower is plastic, so is the base plate is plastic. You can pull this the magazine apart, poke that in, take the spring out and clean it if you need to. But that's pretty much it. I have two here because when I just got the gun, I was having a little bit of problems. I sent it back into the company I purchased from. I don't even remember where I purchased from. And then they ended up sending me a second magazine. And ever since then, it's been running very good. I must admit, guys, I'm terrible at cleaning this firearm. So if you ever see it in any previous videos and it's a malfunction or whatever, it's probably because of me and not the gun. I'm terrible at cleaning my guns. So I have so many of them. It's like, man, I just pick them up and take them out and shoot and so forth. But anyways, it comes with 2 mags, and that is pretty much what it comes with. It comes with 2 mags, and then it comes with 1 mag, and I got a second one, but it's, you know, 1 10-round mag, and that's what you get to work with. If you want to buy another one, I guess you go to ATI or GSG or wherever they sell extra magazine to purchase a second one. Magazines have been cleared, so we're gonna go ahead and put that back. While on the magazine, let's talk about the magazine disconnect. If you guys don't know what a magazine disconnect means, it means that if you charge this firearm and the magazine is not in the firearm, it will not fire. As you guys can see, safety is off, it will not fire. But once you insert the magazine, it will fire again. This is safety, another form of safety. And I'm not really into magazine disconnect, because if I'm in a pinch and I accidentally drop the magazine and I want to fire that last round, I want to fire that last round. I don't want to be impeded by no magazine disconnect. But that's the way how it comes, and we're not gonna go ahead and bash it on that, because that's just I'm sorry guys, because that's just how it is. It is what it is. Moving from the magazines, guys, it come with walnut grips. Obviously on both sides, they're very nice, very well made. They're not plastic, they're literally walnut grips. And you guys know, like I said before, it's pretty much a full-size 1911, but in 22. These walnut grips can be replaced. You can take them off. So if you have any old or any certain type of you know, plastic or any other designs in terms of 1911 grips, you can actually take these off, put them on that 1911, and get any other 1911 grips and put them on here. So that is pretty much that's pretty much all there is to about a grip. Obviously, mag release is not ambidextrous. It's only on one side. Mag release is right here. Has a little button, easy to reach around. I have pretty long Sasquatch fingers, so it's not that difficult for me to reach around with. So it's just, you know, it's nice, positive. Got a little bit of checkering on the face of it, so you're not slipping off of it. You drop it and the mags fly out pretty good. Moving on, so from the grip to the frame. Now the frame is a zinc alloy, made with a black anodized finish. You know, you guys can see that. I don't know if you got the camera picks that up. So it's a nice black anodized finish. The front strap has no tech string and a little bit of I say linear texing on the gripping on the back. Doesn't really help because the walnut grips already do a good job already, so I don't really care too much for that. And it's all metal gun, so you're not gonna get any stippling on that. It's just what it is. Moving from the frame, we're gonna move on to the trigger. The trigger, it's made of aluminum, it's skeletonized, and it has 3 holes in it, just to cut back on the weight, because it's already a heavy pistol already. This trigger, everybody knows that 1911 have some pretty nice triggers, some of the best triggers on the market. And this is a linear trigger, meaning obviously to move straight back. There's no hinges to go up and down. It just goes straight back into the receiver. And you know, they're 1911 triggers. They're great. This one is single action only. So pretty much once you put the magazine in, you charge that bad boy, you know, you're ready to go. Keeps firing, 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 firing till the ammunition runs out, and then you go from there. But it's a pretty nice trigger. This trigger, I would say, would break you know, about 5 to 7 pounds, which is not pretty much not bad. That's about average for a 1911. So I definitely think that's a good thing. So like I said, this is a 1911 trainer, and this is something you definitely are going to want if you have a 1911 or you're planning on buying a 1911. Moving down the line, we have a thumb safe up the line. We have a thumb safety here, and guys, obviously when you chamber around, you don't want to fire it. And then you want to carry it cocked and locked. If you do decide to carry a 22, I don't recommend it. But if you do, this is, you have the thumb safety. Obviously, this is my thumb, and this is a safety. So obviously, I can't fire it. I pull that down, it goes bang. So thumb safety, it is ambidextrous. You have it on both the left and right side. And then, and that's pretty much it about that. Very generous thumb safety. Feels really nice when you're putting your hand on that. And right beside the thumb safety, we have the beaver tail right here. You're not gonna get any hammer bites from this gun, because I'm telling you, The beaver tail is really pronounced. This one's a little dirty. I gotta clean it up. You know, that's all the gunk that I've used on it. But yeah, this is really pronounced, guys. Look at that thing, man. It's just beautiful, like a little hook. You can use it and cup somebody, you know. And then, you know, so you're not gonna get any kind of hammer bite on this one. It's well protected. So this is not just the government model 1911. This is a little bit more tricked out 1911, you know. So but it's pretty sweet, guys. I really enjoyed. Moving up from that, we're gonna go to. I already talked about a hammer. You're not gonna get any hammer bite. The hammer is a skeletonized hammer made from aluminum, skeletonized. Got a big hole right there, guys. Simply because they wanted to save some weight, and this is all metal, guys. So it's gonna cut back on some weight. Like I said, it's aluminum and it's skeletonized. Take off some weight. Moving up from there, the slide, you know, on the slide, you have the GSG 1911, GSG German sports gun. On the opposite side, you have ATI 22 caliber HV made in Germany. The slide itself is also made from, it's aluminum and CNC machined with also a black anodized finish. So that is pretty much the same. So you see it's still got it's a little bit more shinier than the bottom, but it's got that anodized finish. This is like a dull kind of black, and then there's a little bit more like a sheen type black on the slide. The slide, it only has rear serration to the back by the rear sight, none at the front. So press checking might be a little bit harder if you have sweaty hands or bloody hands, if that be the case. But you know, the spring is not that strong, so you're not gonna really have that much problem. But if you do need a little bit more grip, you just pull back here on the rear, and then it's gonna be just fine. You know, where we're gonna go. So from the slide, we're gonna talk about the barrel. So the barrel is a 5-inch barrel, and it's a steel barrel. And then let me pull it back. This one is threaded for suppressor, 1/2 by 28. You know, typical 1/2 by 28. While I'm here, this is a metal guy rod, so that's nice. But yeah, the barrel is threaded for a suppressor, so you can, if you want to a suppressor here, that comes with it already. When the gun is charged, you know, you can't really see that barrel, but once you put your suppressor there, then the suppressor will fit right in there just fine. And I said, typical in the United States, 1/2 by 28 for pretty much anything here in North America, you know, so you're pretty much gonna be good. The barrel is 5-inch, threaded, 1/2 by 28, and it's suppressor ready. Moving from the barrel, we're gonna go to the sights. The sights are pretty much Novak style type sights, you know, and they're plastic. I've never really looked into trying to change them out because the gun is pretty accurate the way it is so far. So in the back, you can raise it up with a little Allen key right there, and it should raise up a little bit more. The front, as you guys can see, a little plastic sight, and then you can drift it left or right if you want to change the windage, and up and down if you want to change the elevation and the rear. But your Novak type sights, they work just great. I have no problem with them. This one doesn't come with a sight ready kind of firearm. On the frame, we don't really have a 1911 kind of rail, but if you go to ATI website, they have other ones with frames that are like light ready if you want to put like a laser or something down at the bottom. This one technically doesn't have that. I'm sorry, let me get this out of the way a little bit. Yeah, this model doesn't have that, but there's a bunch of different models that they have that will accommodate a light or laser or something like that. But this one does one. This is like pretty much a souped up government model. So that we talked about everything, guys, and I'm pretty much anything that is compatible with a regular 1911 is going to be compatible with this, except the barrel. You know, the trigger, the magazine release, hammer, beaver tail, they're going to be compatible with regular 1911, especially the grips. You know, any 1911 grip you find is definitely going to be able to be compatible with this. So guys, that is pretty much my review in a nutshell. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't want to bore you guys too much. My name is Mr. Black Mamba 305, guys. If you guys like the review, go ahead, like, share, subscribe. And oh, one other thing. So I didn't want to do a takedown. I might do a separate video of that. To take down this firearm is super easy. You're just going to put a little Allen key right in there, unscrew this. And then on this side, you kind of just pull back the slide right to where it gets to right there. And then you're going to push that little lever in, and it's going to take this out, take it off, and you guys know how the rest goes. If you know how to change a 1911, you take out the bushing, unscrew it to the left, take out the barrel, screw it to the right, take it out, springs, and everything come down. I'm going to do a separate video on that for you guys if you're ever looking to possibly take this thing down. But if you're ever in the market for one of these guys, go ahead and pick one up. And if you don't want to have any hiccups with it, make sure you clean it after maybe, I say, every 1500 or 800 to 1500 rounds at the range. You know, because you already know 22 ammo is very dirty, especially the bulk pack. Guys, again, if you like my content, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. If you really like it, go ahead and hit that super like. That really helps out the channel. When I do this, guys, I do this for fun. I don't do this. Nobody sponsors this channel but myself. I sponsor myself. And when you guys watch it and hit that like button and watch and hit that super like, you guys sponsor these channel, and I do the review for you. If you like what you see, guys, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. Mr. Blackman with 305, about to sign out. And I know that there's about 95% of you guys that will watch this video and don't subscribe. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you like what you've seen today. And thank you, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.